let her finish. Let her finish. Hi, my name is Lacey, and welcome to my recap of episode 9 of Love Island Summer 2023. Episode 8 was After Sun, so we're skipping that one and going straight to the goods of episode 9. We open with Mitchell and Molly talking about the Absolute Bankers Challenge, in which Zach made out with Molly after swerving Catherine. Molly says she was shocked, but it's really, like, why? You know that Zach and you were, like, having conversations and getting to know each other, so, I mean, it was shocking the way he swerved Catherine for sure, but it wasn't a total shock, if we're being honest. Mitchell, for his part, says that he would be better with Molly than anybody else, especially Zach. Mitchell, baby. Andre pulls Ruchi and tells her that he's more interested in finding out if there was unfinished business with Catherine. And Ruchi says she's okay with that and like, okay, go ahead. But really, Ruchi's not totally okay with it, and she feels like Andre used her. It kind of seems that way because he didn't really give her a second thought once he told her that. It was kind of over, and thanks for nothing. Sam and Jess are talking, and Jess asks Sam if Molly is still in the picture, and that it was surprising that Sammy didn't pick her for the kiss. And Sam says no, that Jess is more his type in terms of personality, and that they're hitting it off well. I still don't like Sammy. Still don't like him. Don't know why. Not my cup of. Ella and Ty are talking, and they're saying they're in a good place, or Tyreek thinks they're in a good place. Ella is worried because Tyreek usually looks for red flags and self-sabotages when he starts getting feelings, and he keeps bringing up tests and how they need a test and he needs to compare and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, no, tests, this test stuff on the show is bullshit, and we all know it. Andre tells Catherine that he sort of ended things with Ruchi and that he's kind of open to seeing where they have left off and seeing if there's anything else there. Catherine breaks down crying because she doesn't want to hurt anybody, and I'm assuming she means Ruchi in this situation because Ruchi's the one who actually is with Andre right now. And they end up holding hands, and he understands, and Catherine's just feeling some kind of way about it. Zach and Molly are decompressing after the game where they kissed, and there's painters outside my balcony. Molly says how ballsy Zach was, and he says that he really meant the kiss, and he's in now and his mind is made up, and he's in for Molly. Mitch, Jess, and Catherine are watching Zach and Molly chat, and Catherine says that she feels mugged off and nobody trusts Molly. Jess especially calls Molly out for her disrespecting Mitch and talking to Zach like right in front of him. After Zach and Molly get done with their conversation and Mitch, Jess, and Catherine get done, Jess goes over to Molly and says, hey Molly, you're being disrespectful. You're talking there to Zach in front of Mitch, so stop being disrespectful. Maybe you should go talk to Mitchell. And Molly says, oh, okay, where is he? And so she goes over and she tries to talk to Mitchell, and Mitchell's like, no, I don't want to talk to you. Get. And she's like, oh, okay. And she just kind of walks away. And she tells Jess that she tried and that he doesn't want to talk to her right now. Sassy pants. Zach then goes over to sit with the guys, and Mitchell again says, no, don't you sit here. Get. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be near you. So get going right now. And Zach leaves, and he later says, like, is everybody being idiots? Like, what's going on? And Mitchell is like, no. And later they exchange some like words when they're getting ready for bed, like, oh, you're being a dick, blah. And it's just like, okay, guys, all right, maybe talk to Molly too. Since Ruchi and Andre have sort of ended things when they're going to bed, Andre sleeps in the doghouse out of respect, and Ruchi gets the bed to herself. As Mitchell and Molly are in bed, Mitchell leans over to her and he's like, hey, can you still hear me? And she's like, uh-huh. They're trying to go to bed. And he goes, so tomorrow I don't want you to talk to me ever again. Like, we're done from now on. So just, I'm going to let you go with Zach and you go to you. And this is like in bed as they're getting ready to sleep. And she's like, okay, good night then. The next morning, some of the girls are talking, some of the guys are talking, and Catherine says that Zach wasn't even able to look at her in the face when they were going to bed because he done effed up. Jess and Ella tell Catherine that this better have been worth it for Zach to screw over Catherine like that for Molly. The Mitchell apology tour. So he couldn't stand his ground for very long. Maybe it was like the alcohol balls the other night. So Mitchell pulls Zach and apologizes for calling him names. The name calling was a bit childish. Molly pulls Mitchell and they have a little chat about what happened in bed. Like, hey, so we're done? You broke up with me? And he says that he deserves better and that was kind of closure. I guess now they can be friends again. We'll see how long that lasts. Meanwhile, Tyreek and Ella are good, and Sam and Jess are good. Not much happening right now. While Catherine and Rucci are talking, Zach comes over and pulls Catherine for a chat. They just kind of sort things out a little bit. Nothing really gets, I mean, it just is what it is, and they're just gonna communicate from now on and move forward from this. He's going with Molly, and Catherine's gonna look elsewhere. As she should. She doesn't deserve that. Maddie and Whitney are talking about how they were enjoying the single life, but they're ready to settle down with a life partner. So I guess they're hitting it off well. Andre and Catherine have a little chit chat, and it was cute. I thought it was cute because Andre's like, you know what, let's just start over. Hi, my name's Andre. And she says, oh, hi, my name's Catherine. Where are you from? And they kind of have this nice little back and forth. And I thought it was cute. I thought it was a little romantic gesture, and I appreciated the effort. Sammy gets a text. I got a text. And 2 new female bombshells will be coming to the villa, and each will be picking 3 guys to feed her. So 1 for the appetizer, 1 for the main, and 1 for the dessert. So our 2 new bombshells, I'm just gonna do 1 and then I'm gonna do the other. So we have Charlotte. She is a dental nurse. She's 30, so she's older than everybody I think in the villa so far. And she's from Bournemouth, and she calls herself high maintenance. She has Mitchell make her appetizer, and Mitchell is way more into the other bombshell who we'll get to next, but he's enjoying his conversation with Charlotte, and they laugh about the gross food he made. Charlotte has Zachariah make her main. Zachariah says he doesn't date much. He's been single for about 4 years, and he's not closed off. And you know what? He never brings up Molly during this date. Just FYI. He brings up Catherine. He says, yeah, I'm coupled up with Catherine, but that's not happening. So I'm open. And he never brings up Molly. And then Charlotte has Tyreek make her dessert. Tyreek said he's open to meeting new people, but it will take a lot to move on from Ella. And Charlotte tells Tyreek that she's looking to have kids and settle down kind of like soon. So Tyreek is definitely not the one for her because he is not serious whatsoever. The other bombshell is Leah. She's 27, social media marketing from Manchester. So Leah has Zachariah make her appetizer. Zachariah says he's open to explore. Again, he does not mention Molly at all. Again, he mentions Catherine, but he's open to exploring. No Molly. Leah has been in 2 serious relationships, and she's looking for something serious again to settle down and kind of get off the market. Leah has Tyreek make her main, and Tyreek is into her, and Leah is very into Tyreek. He says he's into older women, and they're very flirty. Ella is not pleased from the balcony. And lastly, Leah has Mitchell bring her dessert. They laugh about the food. Mitchell says that she's 100% his type, and she feeds him some dessert. But what I noticed about Mitchell here is that he kept trying to finish her sentences. I think so we saw this with Molly, that he's putting so much pressure on it to be like perfect. And I know he says that he considers himself a gentleman and everything. I think he's trying too hard to be a gentleman. He's trying, and in this situation with Leah on the date, he keeps trying to finish her sentences. Like she's like, I'm looking for, and he's like, and it's like, let her finish. And then you add something to the conversation, you know? And I feel like it's almost like he likes her so much that he's trying to force a connection or fake a connection by finishing her sentences when it's not real. Mitchell, you're cute. You don't need to push this hard. Chill. While the guys are going on their dates with the 2 new bombshells, everybody's watching from the balcony, and it is hysterical how badly Ella and especially Molly, because Karma's a bitch, y'all, especially Molly, are taking this very, very hard from the balcony. They're just like peeking, watching, keeping tabs on their men. What did you think of this episode, episode 9 of Love Island UK? Please tell me your comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of the 2 new bombshells? What do you think of the couples? I want to know. If you haven't already, check out my recaps of the first week. And I'm also recapping Love Always, Temptation Island, and The Big D. So go check those out if you're into any of those shows.